Hello. So this book is the history of Freemasonry and the Concordant orders, and it was put together by a board of directors, or a board, if you will, written by a board of editors. Stilson and Huan were the two main ones of this, and they put it together. And just the reason why I think these books might be of interest to you is that it goes through the history of Freemasonry. And then it, goes back to the ancient times, and whether you believe these guys were any good at what they did, and I mean, they actually connected the ancient mysteries with what is contemporary Freemasonry. That's up to you, and you can decide. But instead of just going to the internet, and then they've got these great illustrations, but like, here are some of the things that they do. Like, so, this is the introduction, and they talk about it. And so then, like, this is how they explain the ancient mysteries and how it connects to Freemasonry today. And then, they move forward and they connect some dots. Let's see if I've got some other stuff. Oh, this is cool. Then they have this whole, here's a map of the ancient world. And here were the, so you understand if they, refer to one group of people or one, the Mesopotamians or the Assyrians or the Persians, where were they and how did they do it? And, that kind of stuff. And then they map it all out for you. And again, whether this is actual history or whether these guys were making this stuff up at the time is kind of up to you guys, and you can decide what you want to do. Here's a charter. Here's an old charter, an ancient charter. Goes into England and how the knights came through. It has great imagery with here's the Second Crusade. Just great pictures. And these old books, these are all from hand-carved wood dies that were done. That's how they printed these books back in the 1800s. This is a late 1800s book. I think 1896 is this one. And then here's the poems that you've heard all about, and the translations of the poems. And, a lot of times people know of the certain poems that make reference to the Masonic Lodge, but they say, well, the Regis poem or something like that, but it's never been translated. And, it just gives you an overview of what it was. And then it goes into the lodges of North, South, and Central America. And in that, they spend a lot of time on the American Rite and how it all came about. So you can see all about that. And then it has great pictures of these old Masonic, temples. So here we go. Just great pictures of that. And then, here's the Masonic Temple in Boston. And then it has actual pictures of many Masonic lodges. Oh, that's not one. That's Virginia City, Nevada. How about that, huh? And then, but anyway, so that's what this book is all about. And, it's just really cool. Here's the Masonic Temple in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So that's what this book, The History of Freemasonry and the Concordant Orders, are. Just a cool book.